I tried Happy Mammoth's Ultimate Weight Loss Protocol 3.0, and I'm here to give you my completely honest review. Quick disclaimer, while this post is not sponsored, I did get these products by some of my referral vouchers that I had from some of my previous videos. I will link them down below, but I have reviewed some Happy Mammoth products in the past. I have always had quite a positive experience with the products themselves. So I decided to try out this protocol, which is marketed as the lazy way to lose weight, to see if it lives up to the hype, is it effective, and just to share my own personal experience. If you're new here, my name is Emma. I am a 42-year-old health and fitness coach, but I am also someone who struggles with my weight maintenance. Also, I have PCOS, and it can be challenging for me to maintain my body weight, even though I work out all the time, and I'm mindful of my eating patterns and behaviors. So I am also the target market for this product. I'm doing all the things, I know all the things, and yet it can be challenging as a midlife woman to be able to maintain your body weight even when it feels like you are doing all of the things right. I tested this out, and I did actually take it for 2 rounds, so it was almost like 12 weeks worth of taking this. And one of the biggest challenges that I do find with Happy Mammoth products is that they are not cheap. But when it comes to supplements, it's hard to know what on the market is any good, and usually it's fair to say that price can be a good indicator of a good quality product. However, that's not to say that it's the only indicator, but when I've looked into the products in the past, they have always had really solid formulations, and I feel that with Happy Mammoth, that is really what you are paying for when it is a higher price point. So the Ultimate Weight Loss Protocol actually comes with 3 products. It comes with the Ultimate Weight Loss Support, it comes with the Ultimate Glucose Support, and then it also comes with Hormone Harmony. I also have to say, disclaimer, whilst I was taking these, I was also taking the complete gut repair, but I'm going to do a separate video on that. So I was using a combination of these products together. So according to Happy Mammoth, this trio is designed to help balance hormones, stabilize blood sugar, and help to improve metabolism, which are all of the things that I think when we get to midlife, many of us struggle with. Having said all this, I also have to preface this is not nutritional advice. I am a health and fitness coach, but if you are looking to start any new supplementation, it is always advised that you speak to a medical professional or a dietitian before starting any supplements yourself. I'm simply sharing my own personal experience of my challenges with PCOS and how these supplements worked out for me. So this trio is designed to combat 3 different areas really. So when we're talking about hormone balance, we're talking insulin, we're talking cortisol, which is your stress hormone, we're talking leptin, which is your hunger hormone, and to really try and to balance these hormones so that we are feeling better in control, because it's all right having the intention of wanting to eat in a calorie deficit. That is really hard to do when you just feel continuously hungry all of the damn time. Believe me, I know, I have been there. That is regularly what I experience. The next is that it's supposed to help with that metabolic flexibility, and all that means is helping your body to switch between burning fat for fuel versus carbohydrates. The more metabolically flexible you are, the more efficient your body becomes at burning fat. And we're metabolically inflexible, it can become really challenging, and we tend to hold on to fat. So my own personal experience, I also have to preface this by saying I was also taking these in conjunction when I was doing the Stacey Sims workout program protocol. Again, I will link that one. So that was a 12-week training protocol that did have me increasing my training, my strength, and my cardiovascular fitness over a 12-week period. So I was combining this with exercise. There wasn't massive changes to my diet. One, because I generally try to eat pretty healthy about 80% of the time. I don't get on well with tracking my foods, which is part of the challenges that I face. I was just generally eating how I would normally eat. I wasn't cutting anything out specifically, and I wasn't tracking my food. I was just increased my exercise ever so slightly, but I know from in the past I can increase my exercise, but if I don't make changes to my diet, it's very common that nothing would really change. So over this 12-week period, I did manage to lose 4 pounds. Now I know for a lot of people that is not going to sound like very much, but keeping in mind I didn't focus on making any significant changes with my my diet, which when it comes to weight loss, diet is 80% of your results. So 4 pounds isn't massive, but as someone with PCOS and who really struggles to lose kind of really any weight at all without being really dialed in with my nutrition, that felt pretty significant. I feel also like the 4 pounds isn't like fully representative of the changes that I went through in this period. I was building muscle, I was improving my strength, I was definitely getting fitter through the training program, and with that I probably could have done with doing some measurements in terms of my body composition, but I will share the pictures that I shared on the Stacey Sims videos. I was doing these kind of together at the same time, so I had increased muscle mass, and I think because I've increased muscle mass, that might not have been reflective as much on the scale. So 4 pounds was a huge win for me, but it didn't come like from the lazy way. I was definitely training hard. I was being mindful of my food without being restrictive. During this time, I did also go on holiday, which involved a lot of drinking beer. So I was definitely not perfect with my diet during this time. So 4 pounds for me felt pretty significant. That leads me into kind of like the next thing. Although I wasn't making significant changes with my diet, what I noticed was that I wasn't just feeling constantly hungry all the time. I wasn't having those moments where I would get like a little bit shaky. I just felt like my eating was more balanced. And when I feel like that, it becomes easier to make better and healthier choices. I was also sleeping a lot better. That is one of the huge things that I notice with when I've taken Hormone Harmony in the past. It is sleep. Noticed as I've got older, my sleep can be massively disruptive. If I wake up in the night, I can't get back to sleep. But when I'm taking this consistently, I sleep incredibly well. I also do have to work on a bit of a wind down bedtime routine, but that is something that I've got quite consistent with. And maybe I'll do a separate video of that if you are interested in the wind down routine that's really helped me to utilize this and to get better sleep. Because when I sleep better, it's easier to get up and do your workouts. It's easier to make better food choices. If I am tired and I'm cranky, I want to eat crap. I want to eat sweet things. I have a very sweet tooth, and I find at the times when I've not had a good night's sleep, I literally, all the willpower in the world does not help me. So that is another huge benefit that I have experienced. And then the fourth thing that changed, and this was really significant for me, I have not had a menstrual cycle for about 18 months. I have been to the gynecologist and the doctors, and this is down to my PCOS. I'm just not having a bleed each month. Since taking this, it was about on the beginning of the 3rd month, but my menstrual cycle actually returned. For the first time in 2 years, I've actually had a period. And whilst it's been quite nice to not have periods during this time, actually having a monthly cycle is a sign that your body is, one, is in good health, and two, that your hormones are becoming more balanced. So this was actually a huge realization for me, that I was just feeling in better balance with my body, with my energy levels, and with my periods come back was really just a massive sign to me that maybe my body is starting to regain more balance again hormonally. And of course, everybody's experience is going to be completely different, so don't take this as like, yes, this is the miracle. But for me personally, it had some significant and meaningful changes. Even with that minute amount of weight loss, I was definitely in a space where I was feeling a whole lot better. Things that I did love about this: noticeable improvements in my hunger and my cravings, better sleep and more stable energy throughout the day, and generally feeling calmer and less wired. Again, that's something that I do have to work on. I've got a lot going on in my life, kids, running around after kids, constantly feeling like I'm on social media because like that is my business. I do have to manage that, but I just was having this kind of like feeling clear, calm, a little bit more focused really. And then finally, of course, my cycle returning is a personal win for like feeling like that overall improved wellness. Things to consider: this is not cheap and it's quite a challenge to take them consistently. I did take a 3 weeks worth, I took a couple weeks break, and then I did another 3 weeks. I take the Ultimate Weight Loss Support in the morning, first thing with breakfast. I would take the Ultimate Glucose Support with my lunchtime. That can become a challenge. I work from home, so I'm generally have my lunch at home so that I could remember to take it. If you're someone that's out and about, if you're in different locations, I know that taking a supplement in the middle of the day is not always convenient. And then I would take the Hormone Harmony with my evening meal into the afternoon. So that's quite a commitment to take those 3 tablets at different times throughout the day. And that is the suggestion. They do give you a download so that you can know how to use the protocol. I do still have an issue with some of the marketing there. Like, it's the lazy way to lose weight. I really feel that it can be sometimes a little bit misleading towards women. I think any supplement has to go hand in hand with improvements in your health and fitness habits. If you are expecting to take a supplement and you're not going to make any changes to your health, to your lifestyle, to the foods that you're putting in your mouth, I think you can't expect to just make those significant changes. Like, even with the weight loss jabs, there is work that has to be put in. Nothing comes for free. You are going to have to put some work in. So whilst these supplements aren't a magic fix, I do think they just make it easier to stick with. And I think that's something that many of us women are looking for, that if you are someone who is doing all of the things and not seeing as much change as you might like, taking a supplement like this might potentially give your body the support, the nutrients, the minerals that it needs to get back into that space of being able to burn body fat. But if you are serious about improving your hormone health, it might be an area that could be worth exploring to you. I am going to share all of my links down below. I do have an affiliate code for Happy Mammoth, as they are a company that I have been happy to work alongside and to promote their products, because I have always had a positive experience in terms of the formulation of the products, and my body specifically seems to respond quite well to the ones that I've tried out. If you've got any questions, please put them down in the comments. I'm going to be also uploading the gut repair protocol very soon, so if you're not already, make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the next one. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.